We are back. It is daylight now, so we can actually see stuff. Let's get back to it. So guys, you saw last video, we pulled off the thermostat, the water pump, the alternator, and the belt, and we got everything started cleaning up. I have soaked everything down with degreaser right now, so we are soaking everything down. I'm about to get out the hose, and we have a Scotch-Brite pad, and we're going to start scuffing things up, and then we're going to hose all of this down. We're going to try to get all of the front of this cleaned up so that we can get our rotor and cap off and replace those two things, and then get our water pump back on, and possibly our alternator if we can figure out how to fix it. Hey, Jen. Okay, guys, we have this cleaned up, looking a lot better. Valve cover looks a lot better. It's gonna need a lot more work, but we're gonna pull it off and have it cleaned and everything. But this allows us to get access to our rotor and cap. So we are going to pull our rotor and cap. We are gonna go grab our new one out of the trunk so that when we pull it off, we pull the cap and rotor exactly where we need to be, and we put all the new stuff back on exactly where it goes, so we don't get confused. So let's do that. We have our new cap. I forgot that we ordered a rotor separately, but we also, this kit came with a rotor. So I think we're gonna use the rotor that came with the kit, and then we'll return this rotor. But we have an extra rotor. So let's pull this off, get this on. Okay, talk to me, guys. This thing is the one that we pulled out. This thing looks brand new. This is a Bosch piece. It looks like it's only been in there for a little bit. Look at the points, look a little dirty from, it looks like this thing rubbed off. No, yeah, it does look like that rubbed off, but that also looks like a new cap in there. I'm gonna take this off anyways, because I am gonna see what it looks like in there, and see what our timing chain looks like. But let's grab a Allen wrench. So I didn't notice that this rotor, the tip is broken. It's all broken off, so we can't use that. That's trash now. This is the one that came, that was on the car. This is a Bosch unit. It looks new, so we're gonna use it. All this looks fairly brand new, so we're gonna keep the Bosch stuff. I cleaned up the points and everything, so we're gonna reinstall it and yeah, keep it going. So let's reinstall all this. So new water pump gasket. We're gonna put this baby on, however it goes like that, right, like that. So we're gonna get this on and bolt it down. The only thing we have to do is find the broken bolt for our thermostat housing, so that's something we gotta do. But let's get the water pump on. That's a setup. Let's get it. Okay, water pump is installed. We're watching Adam LZ, and we are about to do the thermostat housing, but I gotta go find one of these bolts because I broke the other one. Oh, the head came off when I took this out, so I think we have a whole bunch of these, but let's go see if we have one in our toolbox. So guys, we found one. Boom. Same size, same everything, so we're perfectly good to go. Let's get this thermostat back installed. Okay guys, well, we got our new thermostat housing, new thermostat gasket, and new thermostat housing gasket. So we are ready to install, so let's get this thing in, and our cooling system side will be pretty much done. Okay, so thermostat housing is on, water pump is on. We are cleaning the fan over there right now, but we're not going to put that on. We are going to mess around with the, so I need to order a new ground. So you can see our ground strap is gone, to say the least. I soaked that down there so I can try to get that off. But we also need to take a look at the alternator. And by the way, guys, we had to clean this corner of the garage. Our hot water heater, we had a leak, and we had to have a plumber come out and redo all our stuff. So now our hot water heater's up. We moved our shelf from there to here. We still need to clean the shelf up. But then our toolbox is here with all this extra space now. So we have a ton of space. I think I'm gonna put some insulation in, and I'm going to either, see I sheetrock that side, I'm gonna either sheetrock or pegboard it, so I can hang stuff here, or have some shelving here, or, yeah, because I want some more space. This might actually be where I stack the wheels. We'll see. I don't know. Wheels are still way up there, but I need to deck all that, and that's a whole different story. But we had to do some work this week. What do we come in here for? Man, what do we just come in here for? ADD. We got a big ass fan we need to install too in there. And oh, bolt, and we need to look at the alternator. I need to clean up that. That's the water pump, and I gotta get this bracket. Okay, so this thing, I might just order a new one, but the issue why our alternator sits all weird is this thing has like a rubber bushing in it, which is strange. So I was gonna break this loose and figure out what freaking rubber, and I think it's just gonna be easier to buy a new one. Well, let's get this off and I'm gonna see what we're looking at. Okay. Okay, guys. Well, we got the bolt out, and it is that rubber, and they are just C-clipped in there. So I'm gonna see if I can order just the rubber, because I think the alternator is still good, but just really didn't want to spend $200 on an alternator if I didn't have to. So that is, we've gotten a lot done tonight. All this reinstall, we have some parts being touched up over there, and I think that one will go back here. The other one goes here to hold the hose, and then we can clean up the, we're gonna pull the spark plugs, replace the spark plugs and the spark plug wires. We need to do that, but that's not gonna be for tonight, that's gonna be for another night. But here's our spark plugs and our wires. I think they just need to be cleaned up. They look fairly decent. They're not cracked. They're not busted. Here's our math. This thing looks decent. But we don't fully know if this is, you know, it looks like it's got a lot of weird stuff, but, you know, if the thing doesn't clean up and clear out, then we will replace it. But let's clean this sucker up too while we're at it. We're getting some time, so let's clean it and get it cleaned up. So we are back today, and we found a 528 in the junkyard, and we are going to take some stuff. Not a lot of stuff, but some stuff that we need. So let's get to it. So I thought this seat was our same color, but it looks like it's been resprayed at one time. And it's coming off. So this seat isn't as good as the one we have. We have some cracks here, but we don't need to pull the seat. I am going to pull the steering wheel though, because I am going to practice refinishing this, because this one's in a little bit better condition than ours. I already pulled our switches here in the center console for our windows. I am going to pull some of these side lights there. Looks like we got a few flasher modules I'm gonna take. There's a few things in the trunk that came out of the engine bay that someone nicely put back in there. I was gonna take the wheels, but I don't think I am, because we need tires on ours, but these are not the good ones. Yeah, someone nicely cut a bunch of that and took all the fuses here, but this is the 528, so this is 2.8 liter, not the 3 and 3.2, so it's not exactly the same. The radiator is different. I'm not going to take the coil pack, but everything's kind of backwards on this motor, so it's kind of all funky, but there's that. I was going to take the spark plug wires if they look decent, but I haven't been able to jump in there and look. And I may take the idle control valve off this. I was going to try to maybe pull the injectors, but they look underneath that intake manifold, and I really don't want to mess with those. But we'll grab what we can and what we think is useful and go from there, guys. Okay, you got it. Well, a lot of stuff was trashed on this, or in worse condition than what we have. We did get a steering wheel, switches, the hood's already gone. Someone looks like they took the lower bumper or cover, but I was looking for fog lights, but it looks like someone already grabbed the fog lights, because those are what I need. I need at least one fog light. But everything else on this thing is worse condition than what we have. Looks like this car's been sitting since 2012 outside. It looks like it's been resprayed and stuff, so it's just not in very good condition. So we grabbed what we could, and now we are gonna go over. There's an E36 over here. I'm gonna try to see what's left on that, see if there's anything viable to grab. So let's jump over there. Found it. It's a sedan, automatic sedan. Oh, yeah, someone's already took the N50 manifold. They didn't take the valve cover, which is magnesium. Oh, dang it, 3 wheels. There were 4, probably would have grabbed these. Those are old Z3 wheels. And the chrome too. Oh, too bad there's not 4. Maybe the 4th is around here. Everything looks unbelievably stock. Kidney grills look good. Okay, let's see what we can grab off this thing, if anything. So grab the valve cover. I hate to do this, guys, but I had to leave the motor exposed. It is an M50. Looks to be literally great condition. Those cams look freaking perfect. I thought about taking them, but I don't know. M50 cams, I don't know if they're worth it or not, but this gasket looks brand new. So it looks like whoever had the car just done the valve cover gasket on it. I would love to take the head. Be a fantastic head to have as a spare head, but I don't know if it's cracked or why this car was in here. But cams look freaking fantastic, so I'm gonna try to throw the Well, I'm gonna throw the cover back on this, but it's not gonna protect them for that long. But the chain looks good. You know, chain's tight, so it looks like it was a solid motor. It's automatic, so I don't see. Yeah, I think it's a 325 is what they said. Yeah, the exhaust kind of alludes to it. So if anybody's in Houston, LKQ, Hiram Clark, got some good cams, good chains. Looks like all that's been done fairly recently. I don't know what was actually wrong with the car, so I'm not gonna take the kidney grills because they're the big ones, the oversized. Mine are sunken in because I'm a 95, so this is probably a little bit newer. 14 was the last time it was inspected. I don't know what year it is. It doesn't say what year it is, does it? No, it doesn't say what year it is, but it's over a 95. It's something newer than that, so 96 or something. So, but we got what we came for. There's not a lot that I need on this for the red car. Oh shoot, I need the dipstick. Okay, shoot, let me pull the dipstick real quick. That's the one thing I did need, and I told myself don't forget to go to, and I forgot it. So we got our parts, and we are just under an hour, and we are in and out, and we are headed back home. Now to just finish working on the 5 Series.